Cuba Gooding Jr. here. Man, I miss Manhattan. It's the city I was born and the place that I love. You know, these are weird times, but when I think of movie quotes, I think of, you know, so many different varying phrases that pertain to today, like Carpe Diem, seize the day, Good Will Hunting. I did a movie with Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come, and I remember when we watched it together the first time, it was something that was special to me. So just hang in there, stay positive, and remember that tough times come and go, but tough people, we last forever.
I want to talk to you today about New York City, the greatest city on the planet, period, the end. And it's the greatest city on the planet because it has the greatest, smartest, most resilient, and fiercest people on the planet. That's right. New Yorkers are the best. And they always come back, and they always come back strong. That's what's going to happen.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, we'll tag a cup o' kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
I grew up on a farm in a small town in Iowa, and I remember the first time I went to New York with my brothers, and we walked for 18 straight hours from uptown to midtown to downtown. We walked to Chinatown. We covered every inch of that place because we couldn't believe how many people were different than us. We were so happy, and it was just like we'd seen on TV, and we were so excited. And I've gone back to New York every time I could since. I filmed there. I'm a New York Giant football fan. I love the place. The Yankees are my American League team. We're all Cub fans. We have to be. I love you guys. You know, I myself was in the hospital in early February with a particular virus. All my organs shut down. The first responders that saved my life are the same type of first responders that are out there. You know, I have a heart cam for kids, so I know what the nurses and all those people do, and then they're having to deal with this. So, you know, New York is the place that saves the rest of the country. New York is always the place. And everybody talks about how tough New Yorkers are. They brush themselves off, but they're also very sensitive and kind. And you guys need to know we've got your back. We always have your back. We always have your back because you are us. You are the best of us. You are tough, but you're the best of us. You're who we want to be. I love you guys. I love you guys. We're going to do more. We'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Because that's what you do.
When it seems like there is no hope. When you feel that all the odds are stacked against you. When you think that there is no way out. In these times of adversity, in all times of adversity, always remember these most powerful words from one of my favorite movies ever. In the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, always remember the Force is with you always.
So, I know we're supposed to stay at home and do the quarantine thing. Put my mask on, my gloves on. And I'm gonna go show my respects to my big bro. Because this is how it all started. I'm gonna reenact this scene. I hope I don't wake these people up. They do not know I'm out here. Hold on, I'm gonna reenact. Hey man, take care of my mama. Hey mama, and you bring me back a cheeseburger? No, what did I say? You bring back a burger, put a little cheese on it? Better watch out for my mama, homie. I forgot my dialogue, but today is the 1 year anniversary of me losing my friend, my mentor, my hero, my sensei, my Mr. Miyagi, my father figure, and John Singleton.
Guys, it's Rachel. I just wanted to say, first of all, a big thank you to all of our first responders and everyone that's at the front lines really fighting this virus and really there, seeing it all happen firsthand. I've been reading things and seeing things that I just can't even imagine really being there. New York, New York, New York. I love you so much, even though I'm not there right now currently. It is my home. Born and raised actually in the state of New York, so it's truly my home. Guys, we can get through this. We're strong. We got this. Just mentally stay sane. And we'll try to get back to our new normalcy. Hopefully back to normal sooner than later, but we got this, New York.
Hi, it's Giancarlo Esposito sharing some good wishes, positive energy for New York. Stay happy, stay healthy, and be in service. What you do today determines your tomorrow. Do something for someone else, and it will open your heart and open up the good channels of good energy that will return to you. Peace.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Shane Johnson from Starz series Power, and now the spinoff Ghost. I've spent the last 7 years living and working and falling in love with New York. So, it's like a second home to me. We actually got shut down in production because of COVID. It got me thinking about New York, about resilience, which makes me think of Batman and Gotham, and that leads me to my quote. The night is darkest just before the dawn, but I promise you, the dawn is coming. God bless. Be safe out there. Keep your chins up. We will overcome and be bigger and better than ever. We got this. We got this.
New York City. Yeah, some crazy times, man. New York. Yeah. I'm right here with you. You know, I've been quarantining, or I guess self-quarantining is what they call it. About 50 plus days, something like that. Yeah, I lost track, just like you. Yeah, man, I'm making the best of it, you know. Painting, drawing, thinking, loving, you know, reaching out to people I care about, you know. And man, New York's a really special place. And I started my acting career here a long time ago, and I fell in love here. Anything can happen on any given day in New York. Amazing things every day. You know, that's where we're headed. Okay, so hang in there, all right? Like my mug, New York, all right? Drink to that.
Peace, what's up? It's Chuck D. Right here, of course, you know this is a very serious time, as all of y'all know. And what can the hip-hop community do? I take a quote from Craig Hodges, the basketball player, who actually stood up and during his career to enlighten people and expand themselves beyond the norm. Craig Hodges recently said in an interview, "At which point in time are we mature?" And this is definitely a call for the hip-hop community to say and at least do something amidst this crisis, to not back down, to be bold, where it started from New York, which is the hardest hit. So stay up. We're trying to get as much done. Big up to Damon Dash and Noel Ashman for making this happen. And solidarity, man, because if you're able to help, then help. All right, peace.
How you doing? Yeah, this is me, Vinny Pastor. I'm doing all right. 2 months, like 2 years. I feel like I'm doing time, but we'll all get back to it soon. Broadway will reopen, and the movie business will be back. But with that said, love to all. Practice your social distancing, wear your face masks, and take care of your brother. God bless.
Hello, New York. I'm Richie Rich. So, I'll tell you a New York story. Growing up in New Jersey, my father worked at the New York Times, and his good friend created the I Heart NY logo, which we all love. Then, my father and my mother would take me to Broadway. My first show was Annie, and Sarah Jessica Parker was Annie. So later in life, my good friend Patricia Field, we were in Tokyo, and I was wearing my shirt, said Richie, and she's like, make one for Carrie. I'm like, who's Carrie? She's like, you'll see. Turned out to be the Sex and the City Carrie shirt on Sarah Jessica Parker. So New York stories come full circle. And guess what? This is what the motto is for the night and the day and the glitter. The sun will come out tomorrow. I love you. I heart you, New York. We're in this together. Mwah.
Boy, I love you so, never ever gonna let you go. Once I get my hands on you, yeah. Oh boy, I love you so, never ever gonna let you go. I hope you feel the same way too, yeah.
Enough is enough! I've had it with this motherfucking COVID on this motherfucking plane. Now everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking windows.
From the Statue of Liberty to Italy, Spain, and back home. Dirty Jersey, New York, once again is back on. Heads up, keep your head up. Hold your head, hit your head on. Obstacles we hurdle, you heard us, doubt us, you're dead wrong. Monsters invisible, individuals in critical condition, losing humans will conquer through the confusion. Whatever the new norm, you form with all of us forever. We all in this together, whether it gets better or better. Find some ass and get them, don't know about all but I am. We ain't losing survivors, it takes the tribes to triumph. Sanitize and suit the scars and then whatever suit you. First responders on the find the front line and salute you. Will we give up? Never. Need all of us more now than ever. Apart forever, never. Hashtag together forever. Love gang. Stretch. Trigger.
I just want to talk about the seriousness that everyone's going through. It seems as though since this coronavirus has hit everybody's starting to think about things about their lives. I think you think about your own mortality, you lose people that you love, and new people are born, but we have to realize something. We're facing a disaster like we've never seen. This is America. We're all one right now, and we should lock arms and fight together and succeed and let the world know America is not going to just sit back. We're going to fight. We're winners. God bless everybody. God bless your families. And I hope to see you soon.
I have a quote from John Lennon. If I lived in Roman times, I would live in Rome. Where else? Today, America is the Roman Empire, and New York is Rome itself. We're the greatest city in the world. We'll get through this. Everyone in the world will get through this, and we'll beat this.
About to get my thespian on. You feel me? Ready? I studied real hard. It's one of my favorite lines. Very cool. Play it again, sing.
It's plenty of two souls, you know. It looks as though you've got a rematch with Buster. Some people think you'll skip Alex Stewart and not fight him in this fight. No. You know, you shouldn't believe that. You know why? Because once they kick Stewart's ass and give him a slow beating near death, then I'm going to fight the winner of the next fight, Holyfield Douglas, and regain my title. And then, you know, hopefully I get a fight with Ray Deletic or, you know, the other guy, George Foreman.
There's nothing the people of New York City can't go through, get past, or move on from. Whether it's the market crashing, or the towers coming down, or now this new invisible enemy. History shows that no matter what comes our way, the incredibly resilient people of New York always get off the canvas and win the fight. And this is going to be no different. But going forward, it's important we remember all the great people who had the balls to stand in the way of this monster so that we could go about our daily lives. We always say, don't forget. This time, We got to make it count.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosie Perez, and I just want to say thank you to all the healthcare workers, all the essential workers, everyone who's on the front line. Just thank you so much. And I also would like to say to those who are struggling with this terrible, terrible virus, I wish you well. And for those of you who are staying in and doing your part by wearing a mask and gloves and taking care of your neighbors, your loved ones, thank you to you too. So I send you love, I send you support, and I send you my prayers. Brooklyn loves you. Bye.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Keep turning on the light, New York, just like you always have, just like you always do. I love you.
I never seen New York like this. The city that never sleeps is finally sleeping. But when she wakes up, she'll be stronger than ever. Because New York City is the greatest city in the world. Believe that.
Yes, this is Queen Regine. I'm on the scene. Now, how was that? What'd you think, Dougie?
I'm in love, girl. I'm in love.
What'd you think about the video?
Oh, it was amazing. I just had to. I'm in awe. I'm in awe.
Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna be a classic. I mean, you have people like Cuba Gooding, Tyrese Gibson. I mean, that was so poignant. He did a homage to John Singleton. He said, he was his father figure. And of course, Giancarlo Esposito. That was fantastic. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And Tom Arnold. He said literally he walked all over New York, and he said people were so sensitive and people were so kind with all that was going on, because of course New Yorkers have a reputation for being a little, brash. You know what I mean? So that was really, really good. And I heard what they said. The night is darkest before the dawn, and the dawn is coming. So that gives people a lot of hope for right now, because a lot of people are, they're reminiscing, they're going back in time. Some people are, of course, a little depressed. Some people they don't know what the future holds. So I think this for New York City was specifically for New Yorkers. Of course, it's for the world, but we know that New York is the epicenter of the pandemic in the United States. So I think that was specifically really a shout out to all New Yorkers to just keep their head up high, and we will overcome this pandemic. And I saw Richie Rich. Richie Rich, I love New York, which is the icon here. All those I love New York t-shirts and everything. I love New York handbags, t-shirts, hats. You see that everywhere. Of course, especially in Times Square. And he's good friends with Patricia Field, as he said. And Patricia Field is an icon too. She's on the Bowery right now, but I remember when she was in Soho, and of course she did a lot of the wardrobe for Sex and the City. So she's a New York staple in itself. And then we had Cynthia Korshner, and she did a monologue that was off the charts. I really didn't expect that from her. She did a monologue with a pistol. Oh boy, it was so New York. And who stood out for you, Dougie? Who stood out for you?
It was just amazing. I just had such a great time looking at it. This is the first time I saw it completely.
Okay.
But I was amazed. Thanks to Noel Ashman, who had us break this on YouTube. We were going to talk with him, but we're going to do that at a later time because of time constraints, because he's working on another project. But don't worry, we will have a one-on-one, hopefully in the studio with him, and that'll be good. Can you tell us a little bit about Noel Ashman?
Well, he's definitely the man of all men here in New York City. He's an impresario. He does a lot of entertainment. He's a producer. He's an artist. He's an actor in his own right. Of course, he's well connected here in the New York City area with all the entertainment and the Broadway, the industry. He partnered with Damon Dash. Everybody knows Damon Dash, to do this as an homage to New York City. So, Noel Ashman is a person to be reckoned with. And, if you want to know more, you can also go to his all his social media, noelashman.com, Noel Ashman Instagram, and you'll see what he's doing here for the city. But he knows
and
everybody.
Facebook too.
Yeah, and Facebook too. So, and some of the other people that were on this, did you see Treach? Of course, he did a rap, spoken word. That was fantastic. Anthony Cross, of course, his name is Treach. And then we had Bo Dietl, and he had a little dismay. He was like, I'm on lockdown. It seems like
I was loving my Tom Arnold, all my peoples.
Yeah. And Rosie Perez, of course. Everybody knows Rosie Perez.
Oh, yes. That's my girl from way back.
Yeah. And she kept it nice, short, and sweet. And I want to say Columbus Short. He did the Mike Tyson. He did the Mike Tyson impersonation, about Holyfield. So that was, really nice because we know Mike Tyson and Holyfield are supposed to be fighting. That's going to be really interesting, So, and he also said, Columbus Short also said, it's about how hard you can keep coming back. And I think that's something that New Yorkers know about, even after 9/11, we kept coming back. And so we will keep coming back. And, so I my hat goes out to Noel Ashman and Damon Dash. This should also be played for the students, for the whole city of New York. I hope some of the, the major news networks, get this. And of course, our local networks, I hope they get this and put this on for everybody to see, to give them hope. Who else was on there? Anybody stand out for you. We had Frank Whaley, Sophia Kennedy Clark, of course, Tar Model, as we said, Tyrese Gibson, and Rachel Holbert. And we also had Shane Johnson from the series Power. So so it really gave us a real cross section of New York. And of course, for New York City is apropos because this is for New York City. So my hat goes out to Noel Ashman and Damon Dash. A great idea, and you were able to see it through to the end. And I think this will be iconic. As I was looking on the social media on Instagram, when I looked a couple of weeks ago, about 64,000 people who had already seen the video. So we know people send videos to other people, to all their Facebook and all their social media, Instagram. So I'm pretty sure this will really blow up, and I'm glad, us at Triple Vibes Radio, the Code NYC, Red Zone Sheer Entertainment. I'm glad in Dope Chef, Shy Black. I'm glad we were able to break this to, New York properly. So that's fantastic. I'm going to watch it again.
I gotta watch it again too. It is amazing. I just want to say to all my friends out there, wear your mask, wear your gloves, and be very careful out there. We don't want a resurgence. We don't want any more of this. We ready to get back to business.
Get
back and do my thing.
Dougie, how did you feel? How did you feel about New York being so quiet? What was your feeling when you went outside?
It was crazy because around Hot 97, around Hits 11, around ABC, all the great places that I go all the time, Omega, TriplePops.com, no one was around. No kids, nothing. It was bananas. This is New York City. We don't have that.
Yeah, but I found it very peaceful though. I think we just had our Sabbath, they say the Sabbath is the day of rest. So I think New York just had a extended Sabbath, but I found it very I want to say ethereal. I found it very peaceful. Even among the sadness of the pandemic, and of course keeping people in prayer and checking on your neighbors. I think this brought New Yorkers closer together. Check on your neighbors, check on the elderly. But I find that New Yorkers are very kind-hearted once you get past the exterior. But everybody was checking on everybody. I called all my friends that are single, all us artists, to make sure everybody's okay, to check on them, because a lot of people are in the houses by themselves. And, for introverts, I guess it's a great time, but for extroverts, I think it's really hard on extroverts. And single people, and people that live by themselves, I think it was really difficult. But I got a lot done, though, a lot of projects. I think it also brought out a lot of things in people that they always wanted to do that they never had time to do. Like people were doing a lot of building in their house, redecorating, painting, writing, writing that book you never thought you'd write, or doing some music. Did you do any music, Dougie? Did you?
Yes, I did. I've been working on remixes. I have so many things that are in the works, but I had to wait for certain things to come. My laptop is still down. I'm buying a new one. But and Sha Black is out there with the women marching today in Brooklyn. And he was coming to us live earlier, and he was amazing. I was bugging out. He was out there with the women, had the cameras out, everything. He was doing his thing.
Girl, what was he doing? What I mean, what
He was
women? What are
marching.
you talking?
He was marching in Brooklyn. I couldn't believe it. He was marching. He was doing his march, getting his march on, baby.
Oh, he was out on the march.
He was doing his thing. He was not playing around.
Oh, that's great. I have to look at it then, you know. So many thanks to Ford New York City. This is Ford New York City, and I think everybody should see it. You know, you can also see it again on YouTube. It plays over and over, and you can also go to Noel Ashman's social media, noelashman.com. You can also go to at Noel Ashman on Instagram, Noel Ashman Facebook, and you can see this video over and over and send it to your friends too. It's very heartwarming. It was very personal. I'm pretty sure people all over the world can relate to it, but I know it was, like it says, it was for New York City. So that's what we need. Keep the positive vibes up. Make that phone call, everybody. You know, call somebody that you know thinking about. You don't know where they are. You haven't spoken to them in a long time. Practice forgiveness. If you got family members you're mad at, friends
Yes,
you're
get
mad
in touch
at,
with them, girl. Make sure
and
that
just
you say
call.
hello. I love you. I got you. You're
Yeah.
right. Michael, all my brothers, Greg, Charles, Lenny, all y'all. I love you. Happy
Call
birthday to my sister Jeanette Nieves.
Happy birthday,
I
Jeanette.
love you, girl. Happy birthday to Carmen Rivera and all my birthday people. I got you, baby. I got you.
Oh, my birthday.
This is
My birthday is coming
triplevibes.com.
up.
This is the amazing Queen Regine.
Yeah, this is Queen Regine. I'm on the scene. My birthday's coming up. You got my present ready, Dougie?
Oh yes, I'm doing your present.
Oh wow!
I'm doing all this work for you. I'm up.
Wow.
I'm downloading every single video I can for you.
No, I'm talking about flowers and something like that. You know I'm your work wife.
I don't think we're gonna be that close in July.
You can send them in the mail.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can work on that. We can work on that.
So thank you, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned to us next week. We'll have something great for you every week, and stay tuned. And we love you. And just look at Ford New York City. We love you. This is Queen Regine. I'm on the scene. I'm here with DJ Dougie Fresh, the original. It's the best. And we're here giving you content from triplevibes.com. And we shout out to Carl Van Nevius III, Shy Black, Dope Chef, and of course, the one and only DJ Dougie Fresh right there. The original is the best. You see him right there with that red hat on. He's got on red, baby. The red zone is here. All right.
Yeah, I got my Brooklyn hat on.
Oh, yeah.
You know you gotta be from Brooklyn.
Right. Well, I'm going to chime out and thank you so much. And we will see you next week, same place, same time. And don't forget to watch DJ Dougie Fresh on his hot lunch. What days is it, Dougie? What's the day and time?
Triple Vibes presents it at noon. And then Deep Love is right after it on Monday. And every day during the week at 12.
At 12. Yeah, from 12 to what, Dougie? From 12 to what?
12 to 1.
Okay, so 1 hour of hot lunch. You got it.
Yes.
With DJ Dougie Fresh.
The Mega Mix, baby.
All right, I'm gonna check you out now. Okay, I'll see everybody later, and just keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith.
We love you, girl.
Love you. Bye now.
Bye. .com. This is DJ Dougie Fresh giving you the best music. First on the triple. I got you.